I realise this has been shown on YouTube somewhere on how to change the rear shocks on a BMW 3 Series. This is F31 M Sport. I'm guessing the F30s are the same. Why would they be any different? But there are a couple of extra things I wanted to show you that I didn't see in the video that I watched. So first thing is, if you want to make yourself a jacking pad, this is just a hockey puck with a square cut out of it. It's cutting off, sort of, and it fits the jacking point under here. So there you got your jacking point. In the past I've crushed these with my jack, so I made this hockey puck jacking pad. Just shove that in there, shove your jack on it, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Something else I have in my possession that makes the job go a bit easier, and that is this stud. Take one of your bolts out, shove it in, and it makes taking the wheel off and putting it back on so much easier. I think it was about a £5 off eBay. I could have made one, but then again I couldn't be arsed. So this is the shock we're going to be changing. I've already done the other side. The other side, the bump stop was split there. Oh, that's about ready to drop off anyway. The bump stop was split, so the dust cover was just doing that. You're going to need an E12 torque socket. Voila, E12 torque socket, and an E18 for the bolt that secures it down there, but I'll show you that when I've got there's a bit of plastic trim you have to take off. And the other side of the bolt is a 18mm socket will do you on there. To save struggling to try and get onto the other side of that bolt, you want to take this plastic trim off. There's 4 nuts you have to get on. The bolts are captivated, so you need something with a long extension on it. It's got a 10mm socket on the end, and you just up here. They come out quite easily, or they did on mine anyway. So might be wise just to give these threads a bit of a clean up with a wire brush, and maybe a squib of everybody's favourite jungle juice. So I've just loosened the bottom end bolt. I'm going to leave it in for a minute until I've got the top 3 Torx bolts out. So once you've got those 3 out, you can take the bolt out at the bottom and pull it out. So this is what it should look like after you compressed it. Nice and smooth as she goes. And these are the ones I've took off my car. Newness has definitely worn off that one. And that one, well, that's just stuck down. So due for replacement. So we need this protective cap off, because we need this boss for the new shock, unless you want to buy a new one, but I don't see much wrong with this. It's only a boss. There's the part number. That's on an F31 M Sport 2013. We've shoved the cylinder in the vise. We don't care about that. It's not going anywhere after this. Got to get this nut off. It's a 16mm. I guess it goes without saying that if you're going to reuse your old top mounting like I am, to give all this a good clean out, wire brush, maybe a Stanley blade, whatever you got to hand, because the new bump stop is just a push-in interference fit. So we've got to secure the locking onto the end of the rod. Obviously we're not going to put the rod in the vise this time. It's a 5mm Allen key, and I've just shoved a 16mm socket into the mole grips. Okay, she's on. Don't forget to put the what should we call it, thingamajig back on. So that's pretty much it. it's on. It's reverse of what you've already done. And as I said before, if your wheels come off regularly for whatever you're doing, you want to get one of these because it makes it so much easier to get your wheels on and off. They're not that expensive and they're such a brilliant little labour saving device.